Hello world.
Hello everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. How exciting. Can you check the audio? Bass boy. No one's watching, so it's all good.
No, oh, that's spoilers, isn't it?
What are you up to?
No one's watching.
Nobody's watching. That's fine.
I can hear you.
You can hear me. Good. Okay. So, I'm just waiting for Punto and Galit to go live, and then I will describe what's going on. Because...
Galit's in the stream.
Yeah, she's not streaming though.
But she's in our stream.
Yeah, but she's not streaming, they need to stream.
Okay, we'll tell her that. She's watching.
Galit,
Hi.
go live. So, you might have noticed, those of you watching, hello, Mama. My mother is watching.
Yay.
Hi, Craig. So, you might have noticed we're in a slightly different setup. You need to sit a bit closer to here if you want.
I know, I'm just trying to attract people to the stream.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you might have noticed we're in a slightly different configuration today than we normally are. It's because today we're trying something a little bit different. Good, they are live. So, instead of your usual I'm in your house requests hour with Adam and Kat, I'm going to message them as well. We have 2 other people joining us for the stream, which is very exciting.
Through the magic of technology.
Yes, so this is a bit of an experiment. Hello, Tarek! So this is a little bit of an experiment. We are trying to perform semi-live with 2 other musicians whilst maintaining social distancing. So, today on the stream we have with us Punto Bawono and Galit Zadok. They are amazing musicians who I know very well. Punto is a member of one of my ensembles, Nafs et Monstre. He plays the lute, and Galit is a multi-instrumentalist, very talented lady. And today she's going to be playing recorder and bassoon for us. So, what we're going to be doing today is, first I'm going to hand over to them in a little bit, and they're going to introduce themselves and play us a little piece. Then they'll hand back over to us, and we're going to start with some fantasy music. Only we're going to have them playing and us playing. We're going to do it sort of picture in picture. Anyway, we'll show you how that works. But first, without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Punto and Galit, which I'm doing now. Have I spelled that correctly? Yes. Nice one, Craig. Okay. Without further ado, Punto Bawono and Galit Zadok.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. I think we are experiencing a bit of difficulties. Somehow things are not completely going very, very neatly, but I think we have everything set up. So we are ready. We will start with a short song
by Henry Purcell called Music for a While. Sorry, 30 seconds. Yes.
Like I said, it's hard to clap because of the mic, but there we are. That was absolutely glorious. Thank you guys so very, very much. I really love that piece. And I really actually like hearing it with a bassoon. I would never have thought of putting it with a bassoon, but it sounds absolutely brilliant. What do you think?
It was gorgeous, yeah. The bassoon's really beautiful.
I really enjoy it with bassoon. So now, we're going to move into the sort of slightly experimental phase. And we're going to play all together.
The magic technology.
What do we want to start with? Which piece do we want to start with?
Don't mind. Do you want to do one I'm in?
Yeah, all right. So I guess that's the Skyrim piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do a little bit of setting up.
So what's
I
the reason
have
behind doing the Skyrim song, Cat? What do you want to achieve with this?
Oh.
What are your dreams?
I have a very nerdy dream that it's been a secret, shameful dream for many a year.
You should be ashamed of it. I don't think it's really
now
shameful.
Adam's outing me
I have outed you.
live on Twitch. One day, so I'm a big fan of the Elder Scrolls games, specifically Skyrim. I have played that game more than I've played any other game. Sorry guys, I'm thirsty. I love that game. It's just my absolute favourite. And one of my favourite things is that there's a mod you can get where you can become a bard and you can actually play music in the game. And in the game, I don't know if anyone knows this who's not played the game, but you walk around this sort of fantastical world, a bit like Lord of the Rings, a bit like Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my god, I haven't recorded the stream. Terrible. Oh well. I'll start now. Basically, what happens is that when you go into taverns, there are bards there who play music from the world, about the world, and my dream is, so the next Elder Scrolls game,
it's in development.
In development now, Elder Scrolls 6. It's not been released, but my dream, I would absolutely love to be able to be one of the bards in that game. So somehow I've got to make this happen. So Punto and Galit very kindly indulged me, and they let me sing one of the pieces, one of the songs that the bards sing. This one is called The Tale of Tongues, and it's from, you only unlock this one as bards to sing it at the end of the game, because you have to complete the story for it to make any sense. But yeah, when you complete the game, then you get this song, and the bards can sing it, and it's all about how you, the Dragonborn, have defeated the evil dragons. Spoilers for anyone who's not played a game that is over a decade old now.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, and I arranged it, and I'm very pleased with myself because I managed to get the main theme to Skyrim into it as well. So I'm going to have a little sip of the water. Can you check the chat while I set stuff up?
How you doing, chat? Oh, Craig knows the mod you're talking about.
It's a great mod.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him apart.
Till
he reckons you should be ashamed.
I should be ashamed. I'm a serious classical musician, I'll have you know.
I might time her out for that. You could get modded.
Alright, okay, so I'm going to do the tech thing. The tech thing is happening. There we are. You've got the headphones? Yeah, you've got your headphones. Alright.
These ones.
Those ones.
They're a little bit inconspicuous. I can see why you need to check.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. We ready?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You can see the beautiful
so
Punto and
Galit.
Galit.
Picture now,
and we're gonna sing.
Let's give it a go.
We're gonna sing along to them.
His raw fury is fire, and his scales sharp and sides. Men ran and they cowered, and they fought and they died. They burned and they bled as they issued their cries. We need saviors to free us from Alduin's rage. Heroes on the field of this new war to wage. And if Alduin wins, man is gone from this world, lost in the shadows of the black wings unfurled. But then came the tongues on that terrible day. Steadfast as winter, they entered the fray, and all heard the music of Slytherin's doom, the sweet song of Skyrim, earth-shattering Thum. And so the tongues freed us from Alduin's rage, gave the gift of the voice, ushered in a new age. If Alduin's eternal, then eternity's done, for the story is over and the dragons are gone.
Hooray!
Hooray! How do I get out of this? Oh no, what a nightmare. Okay. That one. Okay, there we go. I'm getting used to the tech.
That one alright, I think?
I think that one okay.
Carry on.
How did that sound, everyone?
What's everyone say? Great mod. So serious.
So serious. What?
That was Galit.
Galit, so serious, such a serious piece.
What's up next?
What do we
Can you
do
read the
next?
chat from there?
I can't read the chat from there now. You have to read it out to me. Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. Fantastic. My brain to figure out how you do this to avoid latency issues. Ah ha 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 ha. We're very, very clever. Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale? Boring can be louder.
Oh, okay, alright. I'll just hit
Adam,
it harder.
hit it harder. Bang
Yeah,
it
I was
out.
trying to be quiet.
Trying to be soft.
Sorry.
He was worried it was going to be overpowering. Bang, bang. Okay. So, what do we want to do next? So we have I'm going to say the pieces we've got. We've got a choice of 3.
Okay. Well, we know which one we're doing last, right?
Yeah. So we've got a choice of 3 before. I mean, we can also go back to
We've got
Punto and
finale,
Galit. We can do either the Reigns of Castamere,
Ooh.
which was a request from Craig, I believe.
Yeah, Craig's in chat.
So Craig's request, the Reigns of Castamere. Then we also have a song from the Witcher game, which is Wolvenstorm. I love this one. It's one of my favourite moments in the game. And those of you who watch the Witcher TV show, it's about Geralt and Yennefer's romance. And then there's also the option is that I'm going to sing Pippin's song from Lord of the Rings on my own. And then also I think Punto and Galit have one more piece as well. So if you want, we can rehost then. So yeah, choice is up to the chat, I guess. What do you guys want to hear next? Very warm in here. Constantly dehydrated.
Pippin's song.
Pippin's song.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
actually going to grab some water while you do that. Clear off and give you some solar atmosphere. Get into the mind of Pippin.
It's a very short one.
It's alright, I'm going to need a small drink
I think
of
it's got
water.
2 P's. Our cat is actually named after Pippin in Lord of the Rings. Oh, he's not here. He doesn't want to show himself.
He wants food.
Oh, he wants food. Just like a hobbit, he hasn't had his second breakfast yet. He desires his second breakfast. I don't remember how it goes.
Pippin.
That's... I hope everyone heard that. Pippin, I'm Pippin. Good. So.
behind, the world ahead, and there are many paths to tread, mist and shadow through the edge of night. All shall fade, all shall fade. I think my cat's stuck in my curtains. She got out. Very distracting. So there you are, very short one, Pippin's song. There's a lot more verses to that from the original poem in Lord of the Rings, but they don't really fit with what was sung in the film The Lord of the Rings. So I just sort of chose that one. What about second breakfast? Yeah, Pippin wants his second breakfast. Unfortunately, I'm trying to keep him on a diet because he's getting very fat.
What about second Gandalf?
What about second Gandalf? All right. So, shall we hand back over to Punto and Galit for a bit?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
I think that would be quite
enjoyed
nice.
some more bassoon.
I really would like to hear. No, the next one is recorder, I'm afraid.
I'd like also some recorder.
Some recorder. All right. Punto and Galit, we're going to hand back over to you. So I hope you guys are ready.
Hello.
Hello again.
Yes. Hi guys. So the next piece we are preparing for you.
Yes.
We are going to play
Hi guys.
some.
So the next piece.
We're going to play some more classical oriented music. We're going to play two pieces of a concerto being composed for the lute as a obbligato, as a not just chords like guitar, but it actually has a written out part. Well, I don't know if you can read it, but I cannot. But somehow Punto can. It looks like spells from
It's a tablature.
for me, it looks like spells from, I don't know, from where. But anyway, we're going to play two pieces. Do you want to say anything about this piece?
Yes. So these pieces actually they come from a larger set, but unfortunately, due to the restriction of time, we could not perform everything. So the composer is a chap called Ernst Gottlieb Baron. He was a German guy living in the 18th century, and he was a lute player, and he worked at the court of Frederick the Great in Berlin. So so presumably Baron himself played this piece, and someone else, court musician, played the recorder part. So we are doing the adagio and allegro.
Yeah, I'm just checking the chat. Yeah, it does make me feel very stupid as well. So therefore, I have real notes written for myself. So that's much nicer, indeed. All right.
Wait. Oh, no.
yeah, that's it. Anything? Yeah, please, if you have any questions, please let us know.
So
Maybe we should just say this is just a recorder. Well, slightly bigger than what you probably played as a third grader. It's an alto recorder. Thank you.
So and myself, I'm playing the what we nowadays call the Baroque lute. So the lute originated somewhere in the Middle East, presumably in nowadays Iraq, around 6th, 7th, 8th century.
Well, you're asked how do you keep it in tune? Well, he doesn't.
Wait, so wait a second. So and at some point in the history, presumably because of the crusade, the lute reached Europe, and it became very popular in Europe since the Middle Ages. And the lute I'm playing is well, it's a modern instrument. Obviously, it's a copy of an old instrument, and this is what we call the Baroque lute. So the lute itself, it's tuned in a chord. So it's an open tuning if you play the guitar. So nowadays, some people tune their guitar also in what we call open tuning. So the top 6 strings are in D minor, and the rest are tuned in as a scale. And how do I keep lute in tune? Well, with great difficulties, and well, you just spend good time on it. Especially because the strings are made of gut, so they're organic material, and they're quite responsive towards changes in weather and humidity. So when the weather changes, suddenly get warm, like today, for example, they tend to have their own mind, the strings. So you need to keep an eye on them. So I hope that's answering the question. Yes, there are in fact 24 strings. So the strings are in pairs of strings, like on the mandolin nowadays, and most of the strings are in octaves. So, for example, you would have this, and you would play them together and to reach this effect. So there's this kind of shimmery, jangly sound. Right.
I think that was it.
I think that
maybe just to say that the bassoon I'm playing on is a Baroque bassoon, so it's also basically modern copy of a bassoon, a copy of a bassoon from the 18th century.
Yes. And
so right back
could you show them the reed?
The reed.
The reeds.
The reeds.
So, as bassoon player, Galit makes her own reeds. So there are a bunch of reeds in the house.
This is number 49 by chance, but everybody has a number of their own, so I can distinguish between them.
So different reeds, because of their different characters, produce different kind of sounds. So yeah, that's why you need so many of them. And once in a while, a reed just died, so you need to change them. And
keep on making more and more of them.
Yes. But unfortunately, as the gut strings, the reeds are also biodegradable. So when we throw them in the bin, they got recycled. So they were quite ecologically minded in the 18th century, I suppose. So, back to Kat. Yeah, if there
Adam over there, if there are many more questions, please write down. We will look at the chat and can respond there later on.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. That was awesome. And also, I learned a lot of stuff that I'm ashamed to say I didn't know. I had no idea that Galit made her own reeds, for instance. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I used to play clarinet, and I have no idea how you would even go about making a reed. And also now I have an explanation for why it takes so long for Punto to tune all the time. I have to say, it's even worse when he's got the theorbo. That's always quite comical, because Punto has a theorbo, which is a bigger lute. Yeah. It's so tall that I don't think I could actually tune it.
The dandy lute.
Because he has to stand up and go like this to tune it. And I don't think that I, as a the wee person I am would be able to. So, right. So, what is next? What do we have? We have Rains of Castamere and we have Wolven Storm. Is there any preference from anyone?
The one that's not Rains of Castamere.
Wolven Storm. It's from The Witcher.
Oh, nice.
Not the TV show.
Oh, I know this one.
It's from the game.
Yeah.
I don't think you know it.
Okay.
Is
the drum in it?
No.
Okay.
No. This
That's
one
fine.
is.
It sounded like I was
No.
trying to. Is there drum?
Oh, poor Adam. You get to play it again later. Don't
Okay,
worry.
that's fine.
So this one is from. If anyone's played The Witcher 3, which is a really, really good game, probably one of the best games ever made. I think it's pretty uncontroversial to say that. There's a bit where you go to a tavern and you have to talk to this lady who's a troubadour, troubaritz, and she plays this song, and you play as Geralt of Rivia, and she's playing this song that's about you and your lady love Yennefer of Vengerberg, and it's a really beautiful song, and lots of people have covered it. I wanted to give it a go, but I was doing the arrangement and I was very annoyed because in the game she's playing a lute. So I was thinking, oh great, I can just transcribe what I hear and then give that to Punto and he'll be able to play it. Oh no. When I transcribed it, it transpired that it's unplayable on a lute. So, and what they actually must have recorded was something like a harp, like a little hand harp, because the melody lines don't work with a lute. So that was really interesting. So we had to come up with some sort of arrangement that worked.
Yeah.
And we included the recorder. So you will see that. I'm going to set that up now, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me just set things up. Da-da-da-da. Slight clicking for the tech. There we go. Okay.
Eyes glistening as you
thank you to my companion musicians, Punto and Galit. It's quite fun doing it like this.
Yeah, this is good. We should do this more often.
We should. I'm thinking maybe we can get an Imps the Monster stream going this way if we can sort the tech out with Dorota. That'd be quite fun. So, are you playing the next one?
No.
You're not playing the next one.
No.
Poor Adam. Poor Adam's sitting out a lot.
No, I tried learning this one for Craig on the old guitar.
Oh yeah, it's really hard.
It's okay. It's not that bad. I'm just not very good at guitar yet. I'll get there one day.
Guitar.
But
Guitar.
Already found an arrangement. I wrote an arrangement.
I wrote an arrangement.
for Galit Punto.
I wrote all of the arrangements apart from Toss a Coin because Punto and Galit can attest to this. I tried to write an arrangement, but all of the chords that are available online are incorrect.
Nice.
And I had a minor meltdown. I sent them a score that was entitled Toss a Coin, Why? So they sorted that one out for me. Thank goodness.
Nice.
But yeah, it's fun. It's really nice writing for these forces. I don't get to do much arranging, but I actually technically have a degree in it. So it's really nice to be able to flex those muscles once again. Technically.
I'd say you have an official degree in it. I guess it's not a degree in.
It's not a degree in arranging, but there was
making arrangements of video games.
It's definitely not. Imagine if there was such a degree.
Hey, one day.
One day. What is the?
As my mum would say, one of them ologies.
One of them ologies. What is Tilly? It's the cat. Oh no, the cat is on my desk. Tilly says, "I love how Baroque appropriate geek suicide. Geek music is. I see. Sorry, that was a mistype. Geek music. Yes, geek music is weirdly Baroque appropriate. I think the cat's going to come say hi.
In this setting.
She wants to sit on my lap. Yeah, this is the thing that was so nice. All of the music. Do not knock the light over. No. Sorry.
Woozy.
Cats are a liability. Woozy. These forces worked really well for the instrumentation worked really well for the music. I was really surprised by it. So Tilly is correct. Geek music is Baroque appropriate. That's probably a good idea, right? Yeah. Okay.
I think Galit Punto are done for their part of the stream. They're going to feature in the next song.
Feature in the next song
after.
And if they want to pop on again to say goodbye, that's also cool.
Well, I think they're in chat.
They're in chat, so
if anyone has any questions for them, you can still post them.
So yeah, next we're doing a different type of geek music.
Yeah.
We're doing the Reigns of Castamere from Game of Thrones. This was requested by Craig, who is here. So this is for you, Craig.
Yeah, well, thank you, Craig, for the great request.
And do you know, Adam? Do you know what this song's about?
No. Rain.
I'm gonna get crucified because I think by all the proper Game of Thrones nerds, because I don't know the exact details of what it is, but I know that. So this is Castamere was in the lore of Game of Thrones a noble family who also had a crest that had a lion on it, not the same lion, but same as the Lannisters. So the Lannisters have a lion, and the Castamere had a lion. Please correct me if I'm wrong about any of this, because I might be, because I haven't read the books. I've only watched the TV show. I'm sorry. So the Castameres had an uprising, I think, at Casterly Rock against the Lannister family, and the Lannisters absolutely destroyed them and basically wiped them off the face of the earth as a noble family. And this song is sort of a conversation between the Castamere family, who are trying to overthrow the Lannisters at Casterly Rock, and the Lannisters get the last laugh because, as everyone knows, a Lannister always pays his debts.
Nice.
What's the chat say?
Yeah, not necessarily crucified.
No one gets crucified in the Red Wedding. All right, don't stab me for this then. At their own hall. Ah, yes.
No
At their own hall, no less. Okay, so it's coming in just a moment. That's the one. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, guys. I'll get quicker at this eventually. Here we are. Okay. The Reigns of Castamere. Hope you enjoy it. And who are you? The proud Lord said that I must bow so low. Only a cat of a different coat, that's all the truth I know. In a coat of gold or a coat of red, a lion still has claws, and mine are long and sharp, my lord, as long and sharp as yours. And so he spoke, and so he spoke, that Lord of Castamere. But now the reins we bar his home, with no one there to hear. Yes, now the reins we bar his home, and not a soul to hear. And so he spoke, and so he spoke, that Lord of Castamere. But now the reins we bar his home, with no one there to hear. Yes, now the reins we bar his home, and not a soul to hear. There you go.
Good job.
Reigns of Castamere for Craig. I love that song because I really enjoy getting to be creepy. I'm going to check the chat. Oh, yes. Dude has no chill. Absolutely no chill. Or chilly, as Adam wrote. Thank you, Craig. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The Red Wedding was a really great episode. Absolutely terrifying, but brilliant. Yeah. So, I enjoy being creepy. That's what we've learned from today. I think it's nearly time. Nearly time for the last piece, which you do get to play.
Yay!
Adam's just putting our blind down on our windows because it's getting very warm here. Our house is east-west facing, so from about 2 o'clock onwards, it just gets very, very hot. I think it's nice weather for everyone else as well. I hope so. We've got all the windows closed. Oh, because we're making music. Yeah. Problematic. Right.
Do you want to donate to the stream and buy us air conditioner?
Oh yeah, we'd love that.
Okay, what do I need? I need some headphones tonight.
Yeah.
So what are we ending
So
on?
we're ending with toss a coin. Oh, everyone can see Pip. There's Pippin. We sang your song earlier. Oh, he's lying down. He's getting lazy because it's hot. You see?
Yeah.
Little lazy kitty.
He's all stretched out.
Very warm in Sussex too. Oh, your doggo's doing what Pippin's doing. Pippin, you're in the same boat as Craig's dog. The bassoon does have a foreboding sound.
He was like dragging himself along the sofa.
It's because he knows he's got an audience. So, this last piece was also very much requested by many people. Too many to
name.
I hope everyone's seen The Witcher on Netflix. It's absolutely brilliant. Really good show. Made me fancy Henry Cavill, which is not something I ever thought would happen because I did not fancy him as Superman, but for some reason put a white wig on him and
Basically
cover him in
Superman
dirt.
Who hasn't shaved, has got silver hair, it's a bit dirty.
Yeah. Apparently that's what does it for me. I mean, maybe we could dye your hair a little bit lighter.
I thought you were just going to say, you look rough, that's hot.
So we actually already recorded a cover of this with Nymphs and Monsters. That's on YouTube, so go check that out. That was a little side project we did when the show had just come out on Netflix. We happened to be on tour, so if you want to go check that out, that's on our YouTube. If you go onto YouTube and search for Nymphs and Monsters, toss a coin, and it should come up. You also, if you see that, you get to see the wonderful filmography. Is that the word? Filmography skills of Tarek Kawaja, because he did an absolutely amazing job filming that. Little plug for him because he's great. And also you get to see the inside of my mother's living room, which I'm sure everyone wants to see because it was filmed there. I feel like you've zoned out and you're not listening to me.
I'm reading chat.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
I was making jokes and you weren't laughing, so it made me look really stupid.
I was laughing as I listened to them on chat. Though you just
like,
wait for a minute and then there it is. Yeah.
I'm so funny and my wit is, comedic genius wasted on Adam. Not really, hardly a lovely sight, says my mother.
Her living room. She's got a lovely living room.
She's got a lovely living room. Neither of us really like the decor, but she hasn't been able to change it yet. I do find it very cosy, but the wallpaper is an interesting... Questionable wallpaper from the previous occupants. So yeah, check out The Witcher. Great show. If anyone's got any more questions, now's your chance. And we're about to do Toss a Coin to Your Witcher with Punto and Galit. Oh yeah, I want to say thank you to Punto and Galit because they've been very patient with me, putting in a lot of effort, learning all this music, and also going on this sort of strange techno thing with us. Thank you, Galit's mum.
Thank you to Galit and Punto. This was a tough stream, tougher than normal because of the recordings and extra bits we had to do, but it's gone really well.
But really appreciate it, and thank you so much for trying this out with me. And if you're up for doing it again, maybe with Nymphs and Monsters and with other musicians, I think it worked surprisingly well.
That'd be super cool.
Thank you for experimenting with me, and I hope everyone's enjoyed this. We're going to leave you with Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. And now we have the awkward moment where I have to get everything sorted. Adam, can you vamp for a minute?
I was vamping. I was singing the song.
Okay.
That's probably not the best way to vamp, though. Alan's
You're ruining it.
So good.
He's spoiling the song for us. Okay. Hope everyone enjoys this. When a humble bard graced a ride along with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. From when the White Wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my lute and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced our tender meat, and so cried the Witcher, he can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your Witcher, a valley of plenty, a valley of plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your Witcher, a valley of plenty. At the edge of the world, fight the mighty horde that bashes and breaks you and brings you to more. so give him the rest. That's my epic tale. Our champion prevailed, defeated the villain. Now pour him some ale. Toss a coin to your witcher, a valley of plenty, a valley of plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your witcher, a valley of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, a valley of plenty, a valley of plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your witcher, a valley of plenty. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed that.
GG.
That being the percussion, Adam. Yeah, the percussion I really enjoy.
Is it okay? Oh,
It's really nice to have a Boron on that piece, so it gives it much more boomph.
Yeah, a little bit more.
All right. Well, thank you all, guys. So I'm going to go through very quickly what we have coming for you in the next week, and I'm getting so good at Twitch. I have a little infographic. Okay, sorry about that. Let's say all that again. Apologies. It automatically muted my mic when I went to the goodbye screen. I do apologize. So I'm going to hand over to Adam to discuss the first one because he does the best radio host voice.
Late nights with Mark Doherty in the house.
So yeah, that's next Wednesday at 9 o'clock Central European Summertime. That's 8 o'clock British Summertime, and it's late nights with Mark Doherty in the house. It's in the house because his nickname is Mark House Doherty.
It's very clever.
Requesting Adam ASMR. Okay, here you go.
Musical ramblings with Ian Keary.
So that's on the Friday at 6 o'clock Central European Summertime, 5 o'clock British Summertime. This is going to be really, really excellent. I cannot wait for this. Ian Keary is Tilly, who is in the chat. It's her dad, and he's an amazing musician. He's a folk musician, guitarist. There's so much to say about him, but I mean, Google him if you can. There's a funny story, which is that when I was writing my undergraduate dissertation, I wrote it about the folk movements in England, and I said to Tilly, "Oh, do you think I should talk to your dad? Because you know he was kind of quite active in the folk Renaissance." And she said, "Nah, he won't know anything." And then not a day later, I was researching something, and there was a quote from an Ian Keary in my textbook about the folk revival. So there we are. So yeah, musical ramblings with the legend Ian Keary. That's at 5 o'clock on the Friday, and then final one, Adam.
I'm in your house. Requests with Adam and Kat, Disney edition.
I love this. I love your new voice. I think you should definitely record children's books and go to sleep podcasts. Yeah, can you record Go the Fuck to Sleep? It's a brilliant children's story. So that's same time as this, 1 o'clock British summertime, 2 o'clock Central European summertime. Oh no, Disney, don't tell Jed. I know, I've caved to pressure, but there's a reason for it, which is that this is specifically...
We love Disney songs.
Well, firstly, we love Disney songs, but there's also a reason, and I want to mention the reason, which is that Shannon, Lloyd's girlfriend, she's a good friend of ours. She runs a musical theatre project for kids, and she wanted to get them involved with the streams somehow, and she said that what they're all doing at the moment is they're all getting together for movie nights and then discussing them, and so she asked if we could do specifically a Disney stream, so they could tune into the Disney stream.
I'll have to ask if she's got any specific requests of movies that they're watching.
That's a good point. And if you've got any requests for Disney songs, do let us know in the coming week. So far we've got on the list Oh, excellent, Gilly. We'll bear that in mind. Thank you very much. So what we've got on the list so far is Under the Sea. Maybe we could get Gilly to do the first bit of that. That would be awesome. Actually. I'll get in touch with you, Gilly.
Yeah, but it's going to be a
Is that
smorgasbord of Disney
Frozen,
hits.
some...
Got to keep them waiting.
All right, okay. But yeah, get your requests in for that. Mulan, who is the girl I see? Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you so much again to Galit Punto. This was awesome. Wonderful doing it with you guys. And yeah, we hope everyone's had a brilliant time. We had lots of fun. And we'll see you next week.
Bless
see you in the chat.
Focus on a wrong person of the week in every Greek opinion poll.